Welcome to Universally Funny Stories, a place to let yourself whoa and laugh at the funniest stories happening at Universal Orlando Resort. My name is Ryan, and this episode is on the wizarding world of Harry Potter. Number 1. This first submission really had me questioning, what is going on in people's brains? So the first submission is from MGS 923. A teenager running full speed ahead into a pole at London Cross Station, convinced it was going to take him to platform 9 3/4. Spoiler alert, it didn't. He was fine though. Thank goodness you're fine. But really? Really? Number 2. Coworkers can say the funniest things at times, and this one takes the cake. Worked at Ollivanders in Hogsmeade years ago, and the wand keeper chose his mid-20s, buff, good-looking guy in a wife beater. Goes through the show, takes pictures afterward, and as soon as the door shut behind the last guest, turned back to Olafs and goes, "Did you see that drink of water? Man, I thought about telling him he'd go out back and beat me a few times to refresh me. Ugh, what I wouldn't give to be off work to buy him a butter beer." The wand keeper was easily late 60s and had a mouth like a sailor. We all were laughing so hard, the outside attendant finally knocked to see what was taking so long. Number 3. Don't you love it when your brain just doesn't put 2 and 2 together sometimes? This submission is from Gypsy Head. Getting in line for Hagrid's and a team member, approximately 22-year-old male, made eye contact with me, then yelled out very flamboyantly, "Say hi to David for me." I figured out pretty quickly he was saying it because I was wearing a Rose Apothecary shirt from Schitt's Creek, so I answered and kept going. Once we get out of earshot, my husband, David, whispers to me, "Do we know him? Seriously, how did he know my name, and why did he not just say hi himself?" We laugh every time we see Apothecary merch now. Number 4. Universal team members are honestly the best. This one's from Doing the Humpty Dance. I asked the person working the Hogwarts Express when the next train to Narnia was. That person totally in character teed off on me. "Think you're funny, don't ya? Oi, this bloke wants to know when's the next train to Narnia," he said to the person working next to him, who looked me up and down, gave me a disdainful look, and walked away. A couple of light-hearted insults later, I was finally let on the train. Number 5. Our final story shows why you shouldn't drink and ride. This one comes from Alex Knight 222. The first time I rode the Hogwarts ride, I got nauseous and dizzy. Made the newbie mistake of loading up on booze and butterbeer in the middle of summer first. My friends wanted to ride again, but I barely made it out of the store and sat down on the ground away from everybody while they got back in line. I couldn't get steady, so I laid down where I was and apparently fell asleep. Woke up to a little kid leaning over me, staring directly in my face, and I think he was trying to figure out if I was dead. When I opened my eyes, we scared the shit out of each other, and he ran off while I tried to get back up without puking. Thank you all for listening to the first episode of Universally Funny Stories. Until next time, don't stop laughing.